Okay guys, so whoa, this whole thing is just a very, very quick and essentially simple ebook, just because I get so many freaking questions on, the hand path and the arm action and stuff like that. I've done a whole lot of stuff on it because I am personally extremely passionate about it. If you don't know who I am, or you don't know like my story, you're just kind of coming to this as a dad or a player that's just seeking out information. There's going to be some links in here that are going to direct you to my journey, essentially. There's one particular arm action makeover article that I wrote. It's basically like my journey from 85 miles an hour and being released to 95 miles an hour and big league camp. So that's a really cool thing that I'd encourage you to check out. But just to break it down, it's nothing fancy, it's nothing over complex. It's basically like my understanding of this whole entire dynamic. I want to provide as many visuals as well as descriptions to just paint as crystal clear of a picture in your mind as possible. I'm also going to have a breakdown of myself that I did when I was basically throwing my slowest to where I was throwing not my slowest. So that'd be a good visual for you to check out as well. And then towards the end is where you're going to see the majority of the goodness, meaning it's going to have all my drill progressions that I've used personally, and then for clients, there's going to be blending drill progressions, there's going to be throw variations, there's going to be specific tools, modalities, if you will, that I've used over the course of the past 6 to 8 years that I think are really valuable. And yeah, like I said, it's a simple thing. I would encourage you guys not to overcomplicate it. Now, I want to preface by saying that obviously this isn't for everyone, okay? I just wanted to have an option available that is, so you don't have to sign up for your analysis because you already kind of identified where your biggest breakdown is. And as I'll specify in the ebook itself, that majority of the times when timing is off and sequencing is off, it's stemming from the hand path and the arm action. So that's why I said, like, I just wanted to have this option out there. So if you're somebody that has already identified this as a personal breakdown for you, you can just go in there and pick this up and be like, okay, cool, like I got this now. Now I'm ready to rock. But if you're someone that hasn't identified this, then obviously the analysis would be a little bit better option for you to look into, because if you get this and you don't really know that you've already struggled with the sequencing of your arm in relation to your body, then you're essentially just guessing. And that's one thing that I think is the biggest downfall towards ebooks like this, is you're having to guess on if you should basically get it and if it works. Last thing, as far as the drill progressions go, I know I'm going to get asked all the time about this, but like, I don't put sets, reps, all that. I don't really schedule it like I'm assuming that most people would want, because we live in a world of just seeking out absolutes. But my biggest encouragement to you is to really understand like what we're trying to do. We're trying to instill new motor patterns. Like, that doesn't happen overnight. Okay. So my biggest encouragement, man, is to identify which drill progressions are giving you the best feedback. Take video, understand what you're looking for. That's the point of the ebook, and the point of all of the videos that I'm including within this is to give you the understanding. So then when you're working towards optimizing and obtaining these things, you know what to look for, right? So once you know what to look for, then it's just about understanding what you're trying to feel through space, and then just taking out those progressions that are giving you good feedback and giving you good, windows of opportunity. And then you can work towards basically scheduling out your own program, and know that it doesn't happen overnight, right? You can't have 2-3 good work days of doing the quote unquote right progressions and then be like, oh, I'm good. Like, I don't need those drills or those variations anymore. There's an article towards the end of this ebook. It's under, let's find it, pressure. It's under articles to check out. And there's a couple different ones that talk about this with a client that I had, and he found really good windows of opportunity with the progressions that we were doing, and then he stopped doing them because he thought he was good, and then the bad patterns crept back in. Like, you got to think, like, you've been throwing a ball a certain way for so long, you got to hammer those windows of opportunity, right? But you can't do that unless we find those windows of opportunity first, and that's on you. I'm giving you everything that I got, everything that I've used, from specific tools that I've used, racquetball rackets, bell clubs, throwing clubs, connection balls, all that stuff that I've used, and then all the drills that basically don't use any tools. So you have it all of the resources at your disposal, but at the end of the day, it's on you to basically identify which ones are giving you good feedback. That's all I have. I will say, like, if at any point there's a urgent question that you have, go to my website, go to the contact me page, get a hold of me. But I will say, if it's a question that is answered in this ebook and you're too lazy to look at all of the links included, I will not be answering that. All right. Hope you guys enjoy this. I appreciate the purchase, and I really do. I hope it's something that takes your game to the next level, because it has for me and for a lot of other people that I work with. So best of luck, work hard, be diligent, don't overload the brain, get to work. See you, dudes.